When business owners want to check their website accessibility, most of them reach for one of those free online checkers first. They run a scan, get a score, and assume they know where things stand. But here's what most people don't realize. That score can be misleading, and relying on that alone can leave big issues hiding in plain sight. So in this video, we're going to walk through what website accessibility checkers are actually good for, where they fall short, but how you can still use them as part of your process to make your content more accessible. The goal here is simple: help you use these tools the right way so you're not wasting time or missing real problems. If you're a business owner, web designer, or anyone else who manages a website, you've probably run into accessibility checkers at some point. These tools can be genuinely helpful, but only if you understand what you're looking at. So let's start with what these tools actually do well. Website accessibility checkers are designed to scan your page and flag common issues. Things like missing alt text on images, low color contrast between text and backgrounds, form fields that aren't labeled properly, or heading structures that skip levels. These are very common problems, and using a checker to find them in only a few seconds is a major advantage to these tools. If you've got a site with dozens or hundreds of pages, a checker gives you a really good starting point without having to inspect every single element manually. For example, a checker might flag that your contact form has fields with no labels, meaning someone using a screen reader might not know what information goes where. Or it might catch that the text on your homepage doesn't have enough contrast against the background, which makes it hard to read for all your customers. These are the kinds of things that checkers are built to find. They're fast and they're rule-based with a simple pass or fail answer. But not every item flagged by a checker is that straightforward. Every website checker can tell you if there's missing alt text or not. But what it can't tell you is whether the alt text is actually meaningful. You could literally write the word image in every alt text field and it will pass a scan. But that doesn't help anyone. A checker doesn't understand context. It doesn't understand intent, and it definitely doesn't understand the human experience navigating your website. There are also major accessibility issues that checkers can't detect. Keyboard navigation is a big one. A checker can't tab through your site and tell you whether someone using only a keyboard can actually complete a purchase or submit a form. It can't tell you if your pop-up traps focus and makes it impossible to close. It can't evaluate whether your video captions are accurate. And it can't judge whether your content is written in a way that people with cognitive disabilities can actually understand. These aren't edge cases, they're core parts of accessibility, and checkers miss them completely. So how do you use these tools the right way? Let's walk through a few tips so you aren't wasting time addressing the wrong issues on your website. Tip number 1, focus on your most important pages. You don't need to scan every single blog post going back 3 years. Start with the pages that actually impact your customers and your business today. Your homepage, your booking page, your services or product pages, and your checkout process. These are the pages where accessibility issues actually cost you something. Whether that's a lost sale, a missed appointment, or a frustrated customer who gives up and goes somewhere else. Run a checker on those pages first. Fix what you can and move on from there. Tip number 2, use more than one checker. Though most of the tools have the same baseline, different tools go more in depth on different things, and they don't all catch the same issues. One checker might flag contrast issues, while another one helps you test your website with a screen reader. Running 2 or 3 tools will give you a more complete picture. There are plenty of free options out there, so there's no reason to rely on just one. Tip number 3 is super important to pay attention to. Don't chase a perfect score. I know a lot of us like gold stars and 100% scores. It is very motivating. A checker might give you a score of 95% out of 100 and you're jumping for joy. Or maybe you got a 45 out of 100, so now you feel defeated. The truth is those numbers aren't telling you the whole story. In fact, they're only giving you a third of it. A perfect score from a checker does not mean your website is fully accessible. It just means a third of your site might be accessible, and that the checker didn't find anything that it already doesn't know how to look for. So try not to obsess over the number. Fix the issues that the checker can help you with. And remember, if you score 100% or get an A+, you are making great progress towards accessibility. But that 100% is really only 33%. And if you want to improve beyond that, it's time to reach out to a professional. Tip number 4 is to do some manual testing. I know that might sound like more than what you can do, but initial keyboard testing is really super easy. Try tabbing through your website using just your keyboard. Can you see where you are on the page? Can you access each link, button, and form fields using just the Enter and Spacebar? If a pop-up opens, can you tab through it and close it using the Escape key? Try zooming into 200% and see if anything starts to look wonky or requires horizontal scroll. These quick tests reveal things that checkers don't, and it might help you decide if you need more help fixing things. It's important to remember, even if you use multiple checkers and do some simple manual testing and fix everything that comes up in the checker, that doesn't replace a full accessibility audit performed by an accessibility specialist. A checker is a tool to use in what is actually a bigger process, but they are a great starting point. And hopefully this video helped you so you can use them to catch and fix the obvious stuff much faster. If you want to go deeper on this, I've linked the full blog post below with even more detailed tips on using accessibility checkers. And if you'd like to get more accessibility tips dropped right in your inbox, hop on our list using the link in the description. Until next time, go out there and make it more accessible.